Hey, how you going there? It's Anthony here from Total Lifting Solutions, and I thought I'd have a quick look over our Ezy Lift. Now, this particular unit is what we call a 4P, and the 4P can come with either cladded on the outside, or it can actually be all the side panels here. All these panels can actually be taken off and put into a lift shaft if it's an existing lift shaft. Now, let's just have a look at a few of the little things as we start to come through. And the intention of this video is to give you a bit more of an insight and just to get a bit more of a grasp of what we're actually looking at. Okay, so there's a lot of times you can just have a conversation, but I'm just trying to give it a bit of visualization as well. Now, if we start down the bottom, we can see that we've actually got these feet projecting. Okay, that's the columns, and what we've done there is we've built the model so that it will actually go into a pit or below ground surface level, and that just gives us the approach to as the lift comes down, it doesn't necessarily go clunk onto the ground at that last minute, at that last spot. So the pit is adjustable. We can compensate to pretty much anything there, and then the the panels will actually start off at ground level. And again, if it's not in an existing shaft, sorry, if it isn't an existing shaft, then by all means we don't have to have these panels on here. As we have a look around, and I'm not the best, let's see if we can't get a nice front view. No, we won't take that one. If we call this the front edge or the front face, what we can actually do is we can come in through the front here, and we could actually come back out, and we could exit here as well. Okay, so that's what we call front in, front out. Equally, we could come in the front and we could enter through the rear. So if we were to sort of put the doorway as such, or the entry exits areas into there. So down here you can see that's probably not the best view, Anthony. Let's come back to that one. So first off we had let's just try and get that nice and steady. There we go. So this is what we call an entry from the front, and we're exiting at the right hand. We can have exit at the left, we can have exit through the rear here, okay, and we can also have exit through the front. It's very much based on the environment that you're putting it into and what's specific to your actual needs. So, well, if we have a look at the door heights, what we've got at the moment, we've got standard, what we call standard panels, and these panels are all just a standard 1200 millimeters high. But when we start to come into these, what we've done is actually give the ability to have the floor at pretty much any location, so we can adjust fully to suit the floor level that you want. Okay, now we're only looking at a 2-stage lift now at the moment, but if we wanted to go to a 3-stage, maybe even a 4-stage, we're really focused on the goods lift and 2 to 3 stage here. So if we have a look, we're going to actually have a roller shutter covering these holes in. They're just left out for illustration purposes. Again, another roller shutter down here, and you also have some in the inside of the car, just so the goods can't actually fall out and get caught up in some sort of a way. Now we rotate this around, see how good I am with the steady hand. That didn't really, that's not too bad, Anthony. Okay, let's see what this one does. What I'm trying to get to is that what I'm trying to show here is that we've left the panel sheeting off just for illustration purposes, and we've got our 2-motor gearboxes here driving through, and it's got a chain counterweight coming through, and the lift car coming up as close as we can to, in effect, the ceiling. Now this isn't all the way up, but we can adjust and adjust and adjust this, and pretty much push the top of this car right up to the ceiling level, and really make that come close to the top as practically possible. So that gives you as much height with as much minimal roof clearance as well. Now let me see if we can't get back to the, pretty good at this driving, aren't I? Or not. So now we have a look down here, we've got the shaft. What have we covered? We've got the cladding, we've got the walls, the lift car. The lift car can be pretty much any height that you'd like. The doors can be pretty much any height that you'd like. Your width, your depth, all pretty much completely flexible, and if there is more questions, by all means hit me up down below, or give us a call, make some contact. With the wall paneling, all these panels again, if desired, we can actually start to make all of these areas, the structural areas, that can also be galvanized as well. So we've had a few requests there around the galvanizing, so we can do that. Waterproof food and things like that, it's got to be washed down. We haven't clad this on the actual illustration for this video, but we can put all different linings in here. Now, whether that was steel, stainless steel, aluminium, sort of makes some really nice interiors. But again, for this demonstration or this overview, really didn't want to get to covering everything up, as you can see with the sheets. Although this is pretty fancy, we can actually move that and just tuck that away. Whoops. Yeah, so look, I think that's pretty much it. We can sort of do pretty much anything that's really needed there, and it's up to you. So upwards and onwards, here's to your success. It's Anthony from Total Lifting Solutions, and I'll speak to you on the next one. Bye for now.